3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Hello, friends, and a happy Tuesday. Puff and Steph, again, away from each other. I'm here in the studio.
We're so close, but so far away.
All by myself.
Aww.
By myself. Just
I know,
me,
I do studio.
by myself, sitting alone, writing this song.
I was going to say, are you writing a song now?
By myself. A little bit. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. I am in the American Shaman of PA studio. Flower Fridays are here every Friday. Visit an American Shaman of PA store for a free Shaman Smoke Hemp cigarette. No purchase necessary. Hempishealth.com. Check it out. So one thing you may notice behind me, there's no Christmas stuff. None. But behind Steph, there is a beautiful Christmas tree that she decorated.
I did. I sure did.
Now, mind you, she had a couple weeks here in the studio, and everything's bare.
Now, to my defense,
Go.
there were a couple times where we were recording, but you had to rush out for work after. And like I said, I didn't really want to decorate by myself because that takes a lot of the fun out of it. So I didn't get it. And I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying this is a true statement. And then I left for a trip after that for a wedding and to visit family. And I haven't been back yet. And I've never decorated this late before. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I suck.
You don't know how many messages, emails I've gotten saying, why isn't your studio decorated? So many people are just waiting.
I'm sure. Well, I do feel like I've let the Christmas gods down, you know?
The Christmas gods?
Yeah,
Santa?
like all the elves, like everybody else who loves Christmas. I feel like they're disappointed. I'm going to do it. I swear.
Steph, every day that you don't decorate, more of us die.
Aww,
That's how it works.
You gotta decorate or we'll be dead.
Hey, you know what? Side note, you do a really good elf impression.
I know.
I know.
It's one of my many talents. By many, I mean 3. So, have you ever seen the show Wipeout?
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to do a show like that? Now, that's not a game show. That's not Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune. This is a physical show where you are going and doing like physical challenges in order to win prizes and cash. Is that something you would be down to do?
I do think it would be fun, although some of the stuff they do looks really painful. So I'm a little hesitant about that aspect. But if I was going to do any type game show, I think a physical one would be fun.
Yeah, be careful. Someone just died on Wipeout.
No.
Yeah. A male contestant has died after suffering cardiac arrest following completion of the show's obstacle course. The man's age and identity have not been released. According to sources, the contestant required medical attention after completing and leaving the obstacle course in the late morning hours last Wednesday. He was attended to by on-site emergency professionals. Paramedics were then called on set. The man was transported to a hospital. Besides on-site medical personnel, all contestants undergo medical exams before being cleared to participate. Yeah, a lot of the times when you watch those shows, it seems like physically fit people.
Right, typically.
A lot more people that look like you and less people that look like me that do those shows.
Stop it.
I mean, I got eyes. Anyway, the show's hosts were not on set at the time of the incident. The original Wipeout aired from 2008 to 2014 on ABC. It's an obstacle course show where contestants are constantly slammed into padded barriers and have to constantly dodge like giant balls that knock them into a pool and stuff. It looks fun. It's never been a show that I've really desired to be on. But it does look kind of fun. I don't think, when I watch a show like that, I don't necessarily think, wow, that's dangerous. People might die.
No, not that dangerous.
I watch it and go, oh my God, I bet that person like sprained their ankle. Like, you know what I mean? They're always like getting hit and their like legs are getting taken out from underneath and they're like landing on their shoulder. So I'm like, oh, that's a broken collarbone. Like, that's what I'm not like, oh, that guy's dead. Like, I've never watched that show and said, oh, that guy's definitely dead.
No, because when you watch it, you're laughing at their injuries. And if someone looked like they were getting legitimately killed, it wouldn't be funny.
Like,
you know,
hold on, babe, come here. I got to rewind it. This guy died. This guy in the show is
Right.
dead.
That's not the point of the show. It's just like, oh, that hurt, and you laugh about it.
Yeah. Speaking of game shows, did you hear with Alex Trebek passing, they're looking for a new host for Jeopardy, and they're going to have like guest hosts. So the first one is going to be Ken Jennings, that guy who won a bunch of money a few years back.
Really? You know, I mean, he's obviously insanely smart. He seems like a cool guy, but I don't know if he's like the host type, you know? I guess Alex Trebek is just going to be hard to replace.
It's going to be almost impossible. So for the time being, they're going to do the guest host thing. So Ken Jennings is going to be first. It looks like January we're going to see him. So if you had to pick anyone to host Jeopardy, who would it be? It's got to be someone who's smart.
Right, that's what I was trying to think. It's that for that game show, it's not as much like personality involved as some of the other game shows. It's really more about being smart because you have to know it and like be able to pronounce everything correctly. So what celebrities are smart?
What about that guy, that Neil deGrasse Tyson guy? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Is he smart?
He's like a physicist or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, shows how much I know.
Or you
Okay.
know who's smart is that girl from the Big Bang Theory, Blossom, Mayim Bialik.
Oh yeah, someone from Big Bang would be good.
Well, she is actually like, I think, a neuroscientist. Like, I think she actually has a PhD.
Oh wow.
So she could potentially be a good host.
Yeah,
Jeopardy.
it would have to be someone who's actually smart. And no offense to anybody, but when I think of Hollywood celebrities, there's not a ton that like jump out as like genius. You
the
know?
worst person it could be is like Ryan Seacrest. Number one, I don't think he's smart. Number two, he hosts everything else.
Right. Please don't pick Ryan Seacrest.
They're
He's
like,
busy.
He's our front runner. I'm like, what? Why? Why is Ryan Seacrest happening? Why?
He does everything. He's busy enough.
I don't
give it to him.
understand that. All right. Was it a couple weeks ago we got really morbid on the show and we talked about like scattering ashes places?
Yes.
Well, people's cremated ashes are going to be sent to the moon next year as part of a burial service program. Texas space memorial firm Celestis, I think is the name of it, will provide more than a dozen capsules carrying human remains and DNA for the flight. They'll be piggybacking on a NASA lunar mission in July. They say the remains of former space scientists, sci-fi authors, even a British math teacher will be on board. Only one person, a revolutionary planetary scientist, you'll know him, Eugene Shoemaker, one of my favorites.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah. Has
Nice
had
guy.
his remains on the lunar surface. They put him up there in 1999. All right, so we talked about, putting ashes in like parks, and what was it? Sean Connery wanted them spread in the Bahamas, I think it was. Wasn't it the Bahamas?
I think so.
It's like, spread my ashes in the Bahamas. So now, what about the moon? Is that something you'd want?
I think it's appropriate for some of the people you just listed, but for me, it's like I've never even been there. I would rather it be a place that I've been and that I loved and that like I walked on,
Like my house.
That might be like near the bottom of the list of options.
I want to do it, but I don't want them to cremate me. I just want them to launch my body into space. And I want to smack them. I want to just hit the moon, and I'm just there. So for future people, like they're moonwalking, around the moon, they turn a corner, and there I am, like they pose me.
Right, and you're just like floating in the air.
Yeah, or like nail me to the ground or something.
That's something you would totally do. You would just be floating in the air, and you would like scare the crap out of
astronauts. The way gravity works, they could just like nail my feet to the ground, and I could be standing and like like just this dead Puff. I love it. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Please let it happen. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, are movies making us fat? Probably.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
So this is not going to make any of us feel good at all, and I'm sorry. Researchers at Stanford University have done a study that determined that foods displayed on screen in popular movies have reflected a mostly unhealthy diet in Americans. So it's not just that. It's the fact that while you're watching people eat unhealthy on screen, you're also eating unhealthy at the movie theater with your popcorn and your chocolates and your sodas and your nachos and things like that.
Right, because nobody goes to the movies and orders kale.
But
yeah, I'll take an order of kale.
I'll have a water and I'll do the chef salad.
Right.
That sounds great. Yeah. The study that they published last week, researchers analyzed how Hollywood's 250 top grossing movies from 1994 to 2018 showed food on screen. They found foods with higher sugar content, salty snacks, alcoholic beverages. They showed up way more frequently and in larger portions than recommended, and much more frequently than your kale or my chef salad.
Hey, and I feel like that really does influence you, because if I'm very influenced by pictures and videos. So if I'm seeing someone on TV eating dessert or something or a burger, it makes me want that. It doesn't make me want to go eat broccoli.
Now, this is going to go over your head because, as far as I'm aware, you've never seen this movie, and you need to. And that's the movie Hook.
No, that's the movie you made fun of me for a long time for not seeing. Right.
And you didn't see it, right?
Nope, it's on the list.
Oh, sure, yeah. I've only known you for 3 years, probably been bugging you about it for at least 2. So yeah, no, it's on the list. I'm just, I'm so busy. I can watch every Hallmark Christmas movie known to mankind more than once, but I can't watch Hook.
Well, that's different, okay? But it's in the works. It's in the works.
Not different to me. It's a movie, roughly the same time. Anyway, there's a scene in Hook where the kids are imagining food. And it was my favorite food scene of any movie that I can think of. But it's when rewatching it as an adult, as a kid, I was like, that looks amazing. But as an adult, I'm like, it looks like nothing but colored whipped cream and like rolls, like dinner rolls. But as a kid, I was like, oh my God, that feast looks amazing. As an adult, I'm like, that looks like colored, whipped cream with food coloring and dinner rolls.
Right. Like it looks very fake.
It looks so fake.
Yeah.
That and the chocolate factory scene in Willy Wonka. Those are my two favorite food scenes in a movie. And yeah, neither of them involved kale.
Right. Nobody goes back to that one time they saw an actress eating a salad and it made them crave lettuce. Nope.
No. Does anything stick out in your mind of food scenes in movies?
I'm trying to think. Willy Wonka is obviously a good one because I'm like a big dessert person. So for me, I feel like that's the one place I would want to go. I would want to eat all that candy.
And there's multiple scenes. So like I would actually like to try the gum that has the 4-course meal, right? As long as I'm not turning violet. But I wanted to be there and eating all that food and all that junk.
Right. No, I think that's probably the one place I'd pick because I'm such a dessert person. So it would have to be some big kind of like candy factory.
So we're ruining movies for you, telling them they're making you fat. Let's ruin some toys. To me, the best toys out there are the most dangerous ones. And we have the list of the most dangerous toys from 2020. And if I was a kid, I would be down for all of these. Well, most of them at least. Like, okay, how about this? Number 2 on the list. Toy Smith missile launcher? Absolutely.
That sounds fun.
They say 5-year-old children are advised to go launch this missile. They're provided with slingshot-like launcher and it'll soar up to 75 feet. It's got
5-year-old?
Yes. This is the Boston-based group World Against Toys Causing Harm. It's called Watch. World Against Toys Causing Harm. It's Watch.
Oh, God. Okay, I see where you're going.
This is the top 10 most dangerous toys. That was number 2. This is the first one that stood out. Missile launcher? Yeah, I want that. 5-year-old? Nope. 37. Buy it for me.
You would have fun with that.
The Calico Critters Nursery Friends contains small parts with potential for choking. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but like, A, parent your kids. B, I'm sorry if you have dumb kids that try to swallow toys.
I mean, when they're really, really, really young, yes, they shouldn't be around that. But yeah, if your kid is several years old, I feel like they should know better. And nursery friend, that doesn't exactly sound dangerous.
Tommy, you're 15. Get the toy out of your mouth.
Right, like you shouldn't have to say that to a kid who's 15.
Marvel Avengers Vibranium Power FX Claw. It's made from rigid plastic. Kids might punch each other with it. Of course they will. That's part of being a kid. Do you understand what being a kid? We just got them all pillows, and they're supposed to just kind of lay nicely on the pillow.
Right, you gotta let kids be kids and have fun.
The WWE Jumbo Superstar Fists. So you put your fists in it, and again, kids might hit each other with it. That's the point.
Of course they're going to.
I'm like getting angry at this. Scientific Explorer Sci-Fi Slime. Various types of gloop identified as magnetic, atomic, and other types of slimes comes with numerous warnings. For example, the zinc sulfide pouch warns that its contents may cause eye, skin, and respiratory irritation. Okay, I don't know why they're selling that.
Gloop?
Yeah.
I'm more hung up on the word gloop because I think that sounds really cool.
Gloop. The original Boomerang interactive stunt UFO comes with a warning: keep hands, hair, and loose clothing away from the propellers. That's kind of funny.
You know what? Actually, my brothers had a toy like that when we were younger, and they got it stuck in my hair.
I know that. What a bunch of jerks to get that something like that stuck in your hair.
Right? Because my co-host has also done that before, and I have it on video. because you were playing around like a child and you thought it was funny, and it got stuck in my hair, and you had to like, it was a bad knot. You had to like pick it out.
What was it? Do you remember?
I forget what it was. I'll have to look back because I do have a video of it, and you're like pulling it. It was a little propeller thing. I don't know why you had it, but you were being a child, and yeah. So maybe 37-year-olds can't even handle that.
Star Wars Mandalorian Darksaber. Made from rigid plastic. Young children are encouraged on the package to, quote, swing for battle. Of course they are. As well they should. It's a sword.
Yeah, right. That's the point.
Do you know that we had, growing up, what was it? It was like Nerf made it. So it was safer than maybe this, but it was Nerf fencing. All right, so it was a big, long, hard Nerf tube, if you will, and around the base were like, I don't know how, like a little piece of plastic that you would try to like stab with your sword. So each sword had a handle, this ringed plastic thing with like goals, if you will, and then the actual sword, and you would like fence with each other and try to hit the little plastic thing and make them push down. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's so cool. I always thought fencing looked fun when they did it in The Parent Trap. I always want to try it.
So watch The Parent Trap, but not Hook.
I've seen The Parent Trap like 100 times. Okay?
And you couldn't skip it once for Hook.
I'm telling you, it's in the works.
I don't believe you. Is there anything else that... Boom City Racers sold with ripcord launcher, so children as young as 4 can use the stunt set to rip, race, and explode. Like, do they blow up? No, they're probably just hit each other. It's some of the stuff, sure, like the chemical stuff, the stuff that could like make your skin irritate. Like, yeah, sure, look out for that. But it's like, don't get angry when a toy that's a sword is going to be used as a sword or a giant fist. Remember the big Hulk hands that people had? Like, don't get mad when Hulk hands are a thing and people punch each other.
Right, and that reminds me, when we were younger, we had Bop'em Sockers. Is that what it was called, Michael? Do you remember? Rock'em Sockers. They were like these big, kind of like inflatable soft things. You literally would put your hands in them and just punch each other. Like that was the whole point of the toy. It's not like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that with the toy. It's used for something else. The point of the toy was to just hit people with them. And we had them. My parents got them for us.
Yeah.
I think they were called Rock'em Sockers. It was so much fun. And nobody was like against it back then. It was just fun.
Yeah, and it only led to like small lapses in your memory.
Right. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we're going to talk, my friends, about privilege.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
You know, you hear the word privilege a lot right now. We're not going to get into like the serious privilege that people argue about. We're going to get into one that I think no one can argue with. This is something that no matter what aisle of any particular argument you stand on, this is privilege. This is what privilege is. Wealthy New Yorkers are paying big bucks to professional line waiters so they won't have to sit in hour-long COVID-19 testing lines.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
People are offering their line sitting services on freelance marketplace TaskRabbit. Many line sitters started $20 an hour, but some have been charging up to $80 an hour for the service, and people are paying. One out-of-work writer who probably isn't out of work because of COVID, they're just out of work because they're a writer, and that's what writers are, out of work, all of them. This person waited in line in Soho for someone else, and she's already done it about 5 times. She said, one day I got hired to do 2 lines, and that's how busy it is. Every day I'm getting inquiries. So every day this person, this writer, is going in line and just waiting there for somebody who's more well off than she is so that they don't have to wait in line to get their COVID test. And when they get close, they're just like, hey, you know, we're probably about 10, 15 minutes away. And that person slides right in, and the other person leaves, and there you go.
You are kidding me. Line sitters. This is a thing. I've never heard of it.
It is. It is 100% a thing. $80 an hour? I might do it.
I would totally do it. 100%. That's easy money.
But like, can you look at yourself in the mirror? Can you tell your friends what you do for a living? Oh, I stand. Sometimes sit. Sometimes I'm in a car and I'm just waiting. Like, where's the passion? You know what I mean? Like, and this isn't something that's going to happen forever. So this is something that is fleeting. So take what you can get when you get it, I suppose. But imagine, like, you have a bunch of friends, Steph, that are teachers, right? Imagine telling your teacher friends, like, oh, you know, teaching's good. What are you doing, Steph? Oh, I'm waiting in line. Okay, but then you tell them you're making like $50 an hour, and then they all hate you. They'll hate your guts.
Right, that's the thing. I'm sure they would like kind of secretly judge because it's like that's really what you're doing. But they'd probably also be jealous because you can just sit in line and play on your phone, watch a movie. I mean, it's such easy money. But like you said, you started saying about passion. You want to do something you're passionate about, and nobody's like, I just have this deep desire and passion for waiting in lines. It's my life's work.
Parents are so proud of you. They're talking with their friends. What's Billy doing? Oh, he's a doctor. He's doing great. What's so-and-so doing? Oh, you know what? They're a lawyer. What's about your kid? Oh, they're a teacher. They're doing great. Oh, I heard Johnny's a firefighter. Yeah. What's Steph doing? Standing. She's standing. Yeah.
She's waiting in lines, and she's making great money doing it. We're very proud.
She's a black eye in the family. All right. Time to stump Steph. Almost a third of all teenagers have done this without their parents' knowledge.
Snuck out of the house.
Ooh, we're there. But where do you go?
Snuck out to go to a party.
Nope. What's your favorite thing to do?
Snuck out to get food.
Your other favorite thing to do?
Snuck out to go to the gym.
No,
Snuck out to pet a dog.
No, your recreational. Favorite recreational thing that you love doing with.
Snuck out to go for a run.
Recreational? No. What do you love to go do with your friends, but you can't right now?
Oh, to go to a bar.
No, a teenager snuck out to go to. Wow.
Fake ID? I don't know.
Yeah, no. No. It's something you love doing, especially during the summer, but you can't do it. Nobody could do it this year.
Wait.
Snuck out to go to
A sporting event?
close. What do you love doing? You say you love doing it. You do it several times a summer normally with your friends.
Swimming?
A third of all teenagers have snuck out of the house to go swimming.
Wait, so it's something that they shouldn't be doing as teenagers?
No, and they can do it, but for whatever reason, they're sneaking out of the house to do it. So it's not necessarily bad, but for whatever reason, they snuck out of the house and went to
an amusement park.
Close. They went to a
Winery.
These teenagers are going to bars and wineries. Their fake IDs must be amazing. No,
what is it?
You used to be able to go to them for free, but now you can't.
Oh, a concert.
Yeah.
Wow. But see, how do you sneak out and go to an entire concert without your parents knowing?
I don't know. I have no idea. All right. Teenagers 16 to 19 years old are responsible for almost a quarter of these. I am part of this statistic. When I was 19, I was involved in one of these.
Car accident.
Yep. And I really haven't been since. Well, that's not true. That one time I hit black ice. But But you've been pretty good since then. I've been very good. My insurance is quite low for the amazing car that I drive. All right, that's it, friends. Happy Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with a Would You Rather Wednesday question. We'll see you then.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.